It is currently 3:30 in the morning in Korea, North Korea, and we have been warned several times that something could possibly take place. Possibly. You have China, who is stating that a storm is about to break as tensions are mounting over North Korea. You have Pyongyang threatening to use nuclear capacity if U.S. launches preemptive strikes. You have mysterious radio broadcasts from North Korea to South Korea to potentially operatives in South Korea. This is the 105th anniversary, 105th birthday. And it's all fixing to be something. But oftentimes, nothing happens. It was built up as a distraction. It was built up as propaganda. And so before I read you these articles, I just want to say that. There is always potential that this could just be fear and propaganda from foreign countries who are trying to distract us from something else. Let's put it that way. We have the massive issue of Syria. Donald Trump committed a potential war crime, and we have yet to see the fallout from that. All we've been hearing is about North Korea. So keep that in mind. Now let's get into these articles here, because two of them are from Yonhap and the other one's from Financial Times, both of which have been very reliable sources. Beijing warns a storm is about to break as tensions mount over North Korea. Pyongyang threatens to use nuclear capacity if U.S. launches a preemptive strike. China warned that a storm is about to break on the Korean peninsula as the U.S. moved warships to the area and Pyongyang stepped up a threat to defend itself with nuclear weapons in the face of pressure from President Donald Trump. Speaking a week after Mr. Trump held a summit with China's President Xi Jinping, when the two leaders held discussions about North Korea, Wang Yi, the Chinese foreign minister, said the situation was on a knife edge, cautioning of the risk of a breaking storm. He urged all parties to refrain from provoking and threatening each other and not let the situation get to an irreversible and unmanageable stage. In other words, World War III. North Korea sends radio broadcast of new encrypted numbers ahead of key anniversary. North Korea on Friday sent a radio broadcast of a new combination of mysterious random numbers believed to be coded orders to its spies operating in South Korea, one day ahead of a late state founder Kim Il-sung's 105th birthday, one of its key anniversaries. The North's propaganda station, Radio Pyongyang, began broadcasting the messages at 1:15 a.m. Seoul time, calling out a series of pages and numbers such as number 69 on page 823, number 92 on page 467, and number 100 on page 957, before repeating them one more time. The radio announcer said, "I'm giving review works in elementary information technology lessons of the Remote Education University for number 27 expedition agents. The latest batch of numbers are different from those that have been aired to date." Pyongyang Radio last aired a broadcast of encrypted numbers on Sunday. It marked the 32nd time that Pyongyang has broadcast encrypted numbers since June 2016. Broadcasts of mysterious numbers are seen as kind of a book cipher that was often used by North Korea to give missions to spies operating in South Korea during the Cold War era. Spies could decode numbers to get orders by using a reference book. Although many intelligence officials believe this form of sending numbers to be outdated, many have said the broadcast may be some sort of deception strategy aimed at sparking confusion within South Korea. Pyongyang had initially suspended such broadcasts in 2000 when the two Koreas held their first historic summit. Now, we're moving on to the next article from Yonhap. North Korea continues activity at its nuke test site, satellite photo, April 13th. This was posted yesterday. Satellite imagery shows continued activity at North Korea's nuclear test site in its northeastern mountainous area. U.S. researchers monitoring the secretive nation said Thursday. Commercial satellite imagery taken on April 12th of the region shows continued activity around the North Portal, new activity in the main administrative area, and a few personnel around the site's command center. They said in a report posted on the 38 North website. The analyst cited what appears to be a small vehicle or trailer right outside the North Portal of the underground facility where the North conducted 5 previous nuclear tests. Now here's a tweet from Jack Posobiec, who is a Washington bureau chief of the Rebel TV, who is also a recovering political operative and a veteran. Today, U.S. B-2 Spirit spotted over Arkansas, heading west. In other words, U.S. bombers were heading west. Now, who knows exactly what those are going for or where they're going? But U.S. bombers are heading west. Now, also, you have experts say it is unlikely the U.S. will launch a strike on North Korea. This was posted to Time magazine. President Donald Trump drifted into dangerous waters last week when he dispatched a strike fleet near the Korean peninsula, stoking fears that the U.S. could carry out an attack on North Korea's nuclear facilities, a move that would not be welcome in the region. Northeast Asia now hangs on tenterhooks as the war of words between Washington and Pyongyang threatens to escalate into a very real conflict, one that would be disastrous, but experts say unlikely. On Saturday, North Korea will celebrate one of its most important national holidays, and of course, prompting all manner of speculation about how its erratic leader might mark the occasion. More than 130 foreign journalists are now in Pyongyang on a rare invitation to visit the Hermetic State, where they, for the most part, have reported that all is quiet in the capital. Anxiety abroad is high, however, as North Korea is expected to soon carry out its sixth nuclear test, progressing toward its stated aim of developing a nuclear-armed intercontinental missile that could reach U.S. soil. President Trump, as well as his counterpart Xi Jinping in China, has warned Pyongyang against further testing, but those calls may well be ignored. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, a White House advisor said. Now, who actually knows what in the world is about to take place with this North Korea situation? It could literally be absolutely nothing. Or it could be a total disaster. Now, we also have China, who's warned the U.S. and North Korea, if war breaks out, no one will win. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi warned both the United States and North Korea on Friday to cool their increasingly sharp statements and threats, or risk irreversible damage and possible war on the Korean peninsula, China's official Xinhua news agency said. On the Korean peninsula issue, it is not the one who espouses harsher rhetoric or raises a bigger fist that will win, Wang said. If war breaks out on the Korean peninsula, multiple parties will lose and no one will win. His remarks come against a backdrop of increasingly heated statements from Washington and Pyongyang. The prospects of a nuclear weapons test by North Korea hints of a possible preemptive strike by the U.S. and the buildup of U.S. naval forces closer in the area. The Trump administration has warned that a policy of strategic patience with North Korea is over. Its nuclear and missile programs is over. Vice President Mike Pence will be in South Korea on Sunday on a long-planned 10-day trip to Asia. Tensions were particularly high this weekend. Pyongyang frequently uses important state holidays as an opportunity to demonstrate its military power, leading to speculation it may be preparing to conduct a nuclear test on Saturday, the 105th anniversary of the birth of the state founder of Kim Il-sung. We urge all parties to refrain from inflammatory or threatening statements or deeds to prevent irreversible damage to the situation on the Korean peninsula. Wang told reporters after talks in Beijing with French Foreign Minister. Now, of course, again, the rhetoric is high. The propaganda is also there too. We have to recognize what's really going on. Are we about to witness a war breakout in Korea? Who knows? With it being roughly 3:30 in the morning in Korea, we're going to know in a few hours. We're going to know what takes place within 24 hours. If they do end up doing a nuclear test, then obviously I imagine the U.S. would respond as they have said they would. And we've seen in Afghanistan just recently, we've also seen in Syria how the U.S. responds, as with Trump leading the way. Who knows what's going to take place? But I wanted to update you guys on the crisis there and to let you know that if something does happen, stick close to ChristianTruther.com/news. We'll keep it updated as best we can and as fast as we can. With that, I want to thank you all for watching and listening. God bless and carry on. We are under attack. The mainstream media is getting desperate. The old media is dying. And they're not going anywhere without a fight. We must weather the storm. We have something they don't. You. We need your help. Become a member of the Christian Truther for $1.50 per month, using the discount code in the description to support us in this fight, and get access to all of our unlimited content. God bless you, and thank you.